Good afternoon, CTM Monarchs. This is Dr. C coming to you from the cozy comfort of my house. Today, on January 30th, here's the Monarch Messenger for this week. As always, our vision at Coleridge Taylor Montessori is to empower all students to achieve academic success, social emotional growth, and the development of global and cultural competencies that will ensure future success. The mission at Coleridge Taylor Montessori is to provide a safe, hands-on, rigorous learning experience rooted in the Montessori method. In partnership with students, parents, caregivers, and staff, we will support the growth and potential of each and every child. Our KDE improvement priorities. Improvement priority number 1 focuses on a rigorous learning experience for all students. Number 2 focuses on supporting the behavior management system for positive culture and climate for all students and staff. And number 3 is positive and purposeful professional development that support the needs of staff to support the needs of students. Some notes and big reminders. We have Black History Month this week kicking off. You should be seeing evidence of that in every classroom, celebrating the rich tapestry of the Black experience in the United States, and celebrating Black excellence will be happening at CTM. We look forward to that. In terms of what is going to be happening for this week, we're taking it day by day. Every day I have to submit a report by 12 p.m. of who is going to be in the building based on what we know in that moment for the following days. Please be vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for text messages and emails from JCPS about possible NTI days. Just know that we are going to be in this place as long as coronavirus is still surging. Be prepared for short notice for the NTI remote learning. We will be sending home Chromebooks and cords every day. Every day, those Chromebooks and cords need to come back because students use those for learning in class. If your child's been notified of being a close contact of a positive case and has been quarantined, they need to stay home, or they can participate in the test to stay option with JCPS. If your child is tested positive, they cannot participate in the test to stay option, and they must remain quarantined based on the guidance from the district and the Jefferson County Health Department. We know that Omicron is here, and we are working very hard to mitigate that at CTM. So please remind your child that their mask must be over their nose and mouth. They need to wash their hands, and they need to stay spaced apart as much as possible. Please, we still want to encourage parents and students to consider getting vaccinated. We have a lot of students that are not vaccinated, and we have a few students that are beginning to get vaccinated. Vaccines work. They help in reducing severe illness from coronavirus for both your student and yourself. If you have questions or you need guidance around how to get vaccinated, reach out to us. Students who are sick, if they have the sniffles, if they have a runny nose, if they're vomiting, if they have diarrhea, if they have a fever, if they have a sore throat, they need to stay home. Okay. If they do have any of those things, please call your medical provider for next steps, or you can call our school or health services at the number listed for help with this. Every Wednesday, we have coronavirus testing. Last week, we tested 137 students. And at that time, we had no positives. So please know that testing works. We have caught students and staff who have been positive during the coronavirus testing. And if you have concerns, we do have coronavirus tests that we can use when we have a school nurse in the building. If we have a kid who has symptoms or a staff person who has symptoms. And so we have done some of that testing as well. Weather changes, please know that we are going to go outside as long as we are in the green on the weather guide that has been previously shared. If you have a child that has a health issue that would prevent them from going outside, please have the documentation from your doctor and share that with the school. Coming up this coming week, we are also going to be having some health screenings. You should have received a document that came home this past week that said, if you don't want your child screened for vision and hearing and just a general health screening, then you were to sign the document and send it back to school. That screening will be taking place later this week on Thursday, assuming we have in-person school. Remember, attendance counts. School begins at 9:05. Students should be in their classrooms by 9:05 each and every day. We're going to continue this week high-quality teaching and learning, and making sure that students are working towards proficiency. As always, a reminder that our Monarch Big 3 are stay in your area, hands, body, and objects to yourself, and kind words and kind actions. We need to make sure that those things are happening with our kids. Please reinforce that each and every day. Also, I want to put a special plug in for this. While we know that there are some expectations that happen at home that don't happen at school and vice versa, please know that the one expectation that is going to serve your child over the course of their lifetime in the world is keeping their hands to themselves. Encouraging students to hit when somebody has wronged them only serves to maximize problems for them. And please know that we pass out consequences equitably at Coleridge Taylor based on the experience and the need of the student. So please know that hitting or hurting somebody is not something that we condone, nor will we condone, and there will always be consequences for those actions. If you think that your child or yourself needs some support in terms of mental health, please let us know. We would be happy to support you. We have multiple mental health providers in our building. Our school guidance counselor, Ms. Metcalf, can help, or Mr. Randy, our school mental health practitioner, can help in terms of how to get you hooked up with the right kind of support and services. Just reach out. Again, test to stay and test to play. If your child has been part of a quarantined group but does not test positive in that moment, they may come to school if they get tested every night before the school day. Test to play. Right now, we are not doing any after-school activities due to staffing shortages and also just the general state of affairs with the Omicron. Please know that other schools are doing the test to play, and that is an option for students that you might have in other schools. We have our diagnostic COVID testing every Wednesday that any child can participate in, but parents must complete a consent by midday on Tuesday if they want their child to be tested. If you have questions about the test to stay or test to play, please reach out to the school. Thank you so much for not double parking on Chestnut Street during arrival. It's not safe. Please don't do it. If you need to see any previous reminders from the Monarch Messenger, if you go to the actual body of the newsletter, you'll be able to find them there. Have a great magical Montessori week. If you need anything, reach out. We appreciate you. As always, thank you for being flexible and supportive during this very challenging time with this current coronavirus surge. If you need something, let us know. Carmichael out. Peace.